Hey everyone, good morning. Dan the Bugman here with Dan Can Home Services. I'm all suited up today, getting ready to treat a Bald Faced Hornet Nest. Let me show you something cool. So this right here is a very active, sizable Bald Faced Hornet Nest. There's probably several hundred inside. You can see them, crawling all around the outside, foraging for their day. It's only 7 o'clock in the morning, but they're already awake and working hard growing their nest. Now, bald-faced hornets, while they are called hornets, they are actually wasps and directly related to yellow jackets. Now, you can see, this side, but let me show you something else. So, typically, bald-faced hornets, they will have one entry point in their hive. However, this one has grown so large, it actually has two. And look at that. Aren't those cool? I think bald-faced hornets are some of the most beautiful insects that there are, but again, very aggressive. So I'm gonna go ahead and get treatment started, and I'll check back in with you guys when I'm all done. All right, so we're back at the bald-faced hornet nest. I have my tripod set up here. However, because there's two entry points, I gotta be tricky about this. Typically there's only one, but again, this one is so large that, it's gonna be tricky. So today I'm gonna be using a product called PT Wasp Freeze 2. This stuff is literally actually going to freeze the wasps. So I am going to treat this one hole, and then I'm gonna run over and treat the other entry point to kind of make it a bottleneck. All right, got a couple seconds in there. Bottleneck the activity, but it might start upsetting them over here. So all right, now they're getting agitated. All right, so now I'm gonna come in with another aerosol called CB80. Now CB80 is a really great product as it will kill them off very quickly. So now that I have them bottlenecked right there, I'm literally just gonna jab in and flood this nest. Couple seconds. Gonna go over to the other side, do the exact same thing. See how that one's frozen in place? I don't know if you can hear them inside, but they are not too happy right now. Others are coming back wondering what the heck is going on. Knock them down a little bit. Now I'm flooding the nest with this aerosol because I want to kill off all the activity that is in the inside. Again, you can see how big this thing is. Now, if you had tried to attack this with a can of Raid, you would have killed the activity that's right here, but you only would have basically pissed off the rest of the colony, and then they would have come after you, essentially. And again, because bald-faced hornets are very aggressive, this is not something I ever recommend doing yourself, and definitely not without the proper protection. I can still hear them around inside. And now typically also for a nest this size, I wouldn't necessarily be trying to kill them all at once. I would usually just use a dust application to inject into the entry points and let them die off over the next three or so days. But because this is at a family's home, there's children at play, I want to get all this activity taken care of as quickly as possible. So I got the majority of the activity dead. There's a few flying around that you can see. Now comes the part where I really upset them, and I'm gonna start taking apart their hive. Oh. Let's see what we got inside. So now this envelope is just made up of wood shavings that they get from bark and from old pieces of wood. They'll use their mandibles to scrape off little pieces of wood and then mix it with their saliva to create this envelope. But you see how they're all frozen in place right there? See some larvae falling out? And now they're starting to swarm me right now because they're like, hey, what are you doing to my family? What's going on? But look at all those dead ones right there. See all that? Look at that. That is a lot. And again, if you had tried to treat this yourself, it would not have been good for you. But you could see all their larvae, all their cells. And, you know, right now it's the middle of August, but this would keep growing for the next month or two until it got too cold for them. And then, you know, basically they could even reuse this hive next year if it wasn't removed. So let's keep going. And I don't know if you can hear in the camera, but they are swarming all around me. And look at that. Oh, that looks like it might be the queen. Oh, I dropped her. She was dying anyway. Now I came here early in the morning. It's only about 7:30 right now. But I came here early in the morning because I was hoping to get most of the hive while they were still kind of groggy, waking up for their day. But look at all that. All these are fresh cells ready to hatch, basically. You can see the coloration in some of these. You know, you can see the black right through the egg sacs. You can see the larvae moving around right there. Kind of cool, kind of disgusting. But hey, this is you know, this is the world we live in, and that's the queen right there. She's running, she's hiding. So I'm gonna give it another shot of the wasp freeze. Try and kill off more activity, especially that queen. The more activity I can kill up front only makes it better for the family that is living here. Now, once this, that was really on there. Once this nest is removed, all the other activity that is around, they'll die off within the next few days. Without the queen's direction, they are pretty much helpless. Won't really know what to do. Like any good man, myself included, without my queen's direction, I am hopeless and I am lost in this life. Just like these wasps are. So, killed off most of the activity. Now, there's only a few still buzzing around my head. Now, after I finish removing it from both sides, there will be some of these fragments left, and that can come off easily with a scrubbing with a brush, but I would definitely probably recommend a power washing. Make it nice and simple. Oh, got some more envelope up here. That's for the other side of the nest. But you can see how massive this thing was, how it was just all around the wood framing here. So let's go to the other side. Still see that one just frozen in place. So the product that I use, the main one, the PT Wasp Freeze, that does such a great job of freezing them in place and bottlenecking it. So that way when I'm penetrating it with the CB80, the aerosol, that's when I'm really able to, you know, kill off most of the activity like you saw on the other side where there was just piles of them. And you have the same thing over here. Look at that. So this was basically 2 nests in one, which is crazy cool. But look at all that larva. All the piles of dead wasps. Look at that. Ah, look at that one. it's hatching as I'm treating. That's cool. Let me see. Look at that. Nature is so cool. You know, I'm in this profession to protect people from these creatures, but honestly, I have nothing but respect for the world we live in and nature itself. These wasps, while they are dangerous, especially when they are growing to this size. Oh look, was that the queen? Yeah, that might be the other queen. Interesting. Thinking that's the queen because it's a little bit bigger than the rest. Typically the queens will be, you know, on average, a little bit bigger. But yeah, so anyway, these wasps, they are actually, you know, beneficial. They are pollinators, not as much as, say, honeybees, but their main role is that they will actually, you know, eat other insects that are around your yard. So they are good for nature. They're just not good to be in this size around your home. So because there's a lot of activity over here, I'm going to get my can of wasp freeze again. Again, like I mentioned, I want to have as little activity left when I leave here as possible, so that way it is safe for the family to enjoy their yard. A little bit goes a long way. See that? They're already seizing up. Look at that, already dead. So now I'm gonna remove the rest of this envelope, and I am almost done. Look at that. That is a good size one. Oh, I dropped it. Oh, well, fell right into the bag. All right, almost done. So, like I was saying before, you know, I'm never going to be able to scrape all this off. That's pretty much up to the homeowner to do with their power washing. But now that the nest is removed, look at that. The you know, the rest of the activity that's flying around, that's just, you know, foragers that were out for the morning when I was treating most of the colony, and now they're just basically coming back wondering, hey, where's my queen? Where's my house? Oop, glad I came back over here. Got a little bit more envelope. All right, there we go. And that is it. We're all done. Look at that. Job successfully done. If you need help with pest control more, don't think who can, Dan can. Like I say all the time, I want to protect your family like I would my own and give you that peace of mind. I'm not selling pest control. I'm offering you peace of mind for your family and the things that you hold most dear in this life. Until next time, have a great day, everyone.